This year, almost 273,000 Californians will get a diagnosis that will change how they live day to day and could force them to pay out as much as $5,000 extra a year in cash for the medication that could help them stay well. We're talking about insulin, the hormone that sends sugars from food to cells in the body so they can be used for fuel. Some need it to better regulate their blood sugar. Others can't make insulin at all and need it to survive. Yesterday, a new era began for the millions who rely on insulin. Drug maker Eli Lilly has promised to cap out-of-pocket costs for insulin to just $35 a month. Congressman Josh Harder with me now live. He helped put a similar provision into the Inflation Reduction Act, capping insulin at $35 a month for seniors on Medicare. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This move by Eli Lilly is a massive step forward in the debate over insulin prices in this country. A study led by Harvard researchers showed that in 2021, 1.3 million adults in this country were rationing their insulin in order to be able to afford it. How can it be that that is where we are with this issue in this country?
It's unacceptable. And this effort will help no one anywhere more than in the California Central Valley. Half of San Joaquin County and in the Valley are diabetic or pre-diabetic. And this is so personal to me because my dad is an optometrist. Every single week, my whole life, my dad has had at least one patient who has lost their vision entirely. They've gone blind because of unmanaged diabetes, not because they didn't know they were sick, but because they couldn't afford the insulin. It's not just blindness, it's liver failure, it's heart disease. This has so many health repercussions across our area, and it's beyond time that we actually make this medication affordable, given it affects so many folks in our area.
My dad is an optometrist as well and saw that repeatedly in his practice. Now, as you just mentioned, and you tweeted yesterday that half of San Joaquin County, the area you represent, is diabetic or pre-diabetic. Do you think it's any coincidence that this change from one of the drug makers came after the shift with insulin and the Inflation Reduction Act in less than a year after Governor Newsom announced $50 million from the state budget would be used to produce low-cost insulin right here, and another $50 million would fund a manufacturing facility here?
It's not a coincidence. This is the first time in history that Big Pharma has ever lost a battle in Congress. Think about that. For decades, the pharma lobby has had such an outsized amount of power in our politics that they have won every single battle they've ever dealt with until last year, when we were able to get our provision to cap the price of insulin, starting for Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries, but then hopefully extending out from there. And so now we're at this tipping point. We're at this tipping point where Lilly has decided that they see the writing on the wall for insulin. We now have to make sure that this expands to all the other manufacturers of insulin and then to other life-saving medications so no one goes without support when they need it most.
You know, in the series of problems the country has seen with the baby formula crisis, you and I have talked repeatedly about production of a critical item being concentrated among too few companies. Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, and Sanofi dominate the market.
Absolutely. But, they dominate the market worldwide. And despite that, Canada and Europe still pay a fraction of the price for insulin that we do here. So it's not just that this market is so concentrated, it's that we've been victims for this lobby for time and time again. A part of that is the outsized campaign donations that they make to many politicians. And the reason why this change is so important is because it shows that tipping point. We have a new generation of leaders who are not beholden to the pharma industry. I have an effort to make sure that we're banning pharma money from all members of Congress. I take that pledge voluntarily. We have to make it mandatory to ensure that this moment continues and we're able to expand this effort to all of the life-saving medications we need to be able to work on.
According to the American Diabetes Association, the average price of insulin tripled between 2002 and 2013, and then the price of the four most popular forms of the drug tripled over the last decade. Researchers at USC say the share of insulin costs that go to middlemen is steadily going up. We're talking about pharmacies, pharmacy benefit managers, and wholesalers getting more than half of the money consumers are shelling out. How does that get reversed?
We have to take this entire supply chain to task. The price gouging of these medications is especially egregious because they're so cheap to produce and the profit margins are so high. This is a drug that was developed and discovered more than 100 years ago. This is not something that was fixed or figured out just over the last couple of years. And so there's no reason for folks to be gouging us at every single edge of the supply chain. You're right. This is about pharmacies. This is about pharmacy benefit manufacturers, essentially insurance companies, as well as the drug manufacturers, and as well. We need to make sure that no one goes without this medication when they need it most, because that actually helps keep every member of our community healthy, and it helps lower the cost for our entire community over the long term.
Your Republican colleagues in the Senate actually voted to block a cap on insulin prices last April. It went through in the final Inflation Reduction Act for seniors on Medicare. Now there's this move by Eli Lilly. But as we were talking about earlier, insulin isn't the only drug with skyrocketing prices. Overall, where do you see the congressional debate going when it comes to big pharma and costs that are really pricing patients out of care?
We got our foot in the door, and that's a start. Like I said, that foot in the door was the first time that Big Pharma has ever lost a battle in Congress. We didn't get everything we wanted. I would have preferred to cap the price of insulin for everybody. I would have preferred to make it extended to many other medications as well. We were able to start with Medicare beneficiaries and to start with 10 drugs. We're still rolling out the remainder of the 10 drugs over the next couple of years, all the way until 2026. And so we're going to be able to move on to medications, hopefully, like Enbrel for folks with rheumatoid arthritis and many other medications that people spend billions of dollars across this country out of pocket for every single year. But again, I think Lilly would not be making this decision if not because they see that writing on the wall. This tipping point is real. The momentum is only beginning. Now that they've lost one battle, they're going to lose more and more. And we're going to be able to make these drugs affordable for everybody who actually needs it.
All righty, thank you so much for joining us this morning with your perspective on this change. As you said, just a big sea change when it comes to how Big Pharma is going to be treating one of the most used drugs in this country. We appreciate you.
Thank you.